What's up everybody, my name's Annie, welcome back to Debuff Debunk Gaming.
Debunk.
That's Christina by the way, and we are looking at why we've bought a Wii U in 2021 and why you should too. So basically it's been almost 10 years since this came out and it totally skipped us by. So we didn't have one back then, we didn't even really want to because like many people we didn't really know what it was. Is it an accessory for the Wii? Is it its own thing? Like what is it? Like I just didn't understand what it was. At the time I was at uni and I think we were like playing like PlayStation stuff at the time and I just had my like Nintendo handhelds. So it kind of like missed me by a bit as a poor student. I couldn't just go and dump money on one of these. But now fast forward nearly 10 years later and you know, now we've got one. If you haven't watched it already, go check out our unboxing video because we bought the premium edition or platinum edition, whatever it is, with 32GB internal memory versus the other version which is only 8GB. And there is a reason why we got the better one, which we will touch on in a minute. So basically one of the reasons why we bought it and why you should as well is price. So pretty much all other consoles at the minute are like through the roof. Obviously the PS5 is almost impossible to get. Even the new Xboxes are hard to get. Even like Switch and stuff are all maintaining prices of course. But then when you look at like the 3DS at the minute, the prices are through the roof, especially for the games. And even Game Boy Advance games are really hard to get hold of and stuff like that. They're just expensive. The Wii U, no one really cares. Like at the minute, there's no hype to buy a Wii U. Like, why should you? It's not really old enough to be considered like properly retro, and you know, there's just not very many reasons for people to go out and buy one. So the prices are very, very good. So this one here on the box, if you've seen the unboxing video, it actually had a sticker on it for £330 dated 2012. We bought it for 135 from a store. So we're in the UK here and there's a store called CEX and they give you 24 months warranty on everything. They're purely a second-hand shop, but they only deal with like game consoles and like DVDs and Blu-rays and games like that. But they normally push the price up. So at the minute, PS5s in there are like £800. This was £135 for the best Wii U that you can get, other than like the Zelda limited edition version of course, but the standard best one. And it's such a good price, £135, and you get pretty much everything, and it's in mint condition. Like the condition is great, it's very, very good. So price-wise, this is the best time to go and buy one. We paid 135, but you can get them much less if you don't get them boxed and stuff like that. Obviously we like collecting stuff, so we wanted it boxed, we wanted everything else. You can buy them for less. And if you buy the 8GB version, you can get it even less. If you go on Facebook groups or eBay, you can find them so cheap with games as well. So that's one of the reasons, okay? The next reason, which totally, like we just didn't even know, was the fact that this is backwards compatible. So it plays Wii games. I mean, it makes sense. It's got Wii in the name, right? So it's the Wii U and it comes with, you know, the little bar on the top to be used with Wii controllers as well as like the Pro controller or the gamepad. So you can actually just put in your standard Wii games and it will just run them. So basically you put it in and then you boot up in Wii mode and it basically like side loads the Wii sort of software so that you can play any Wii game essentially. I think there's some that you can't, but only a small amount. So that's a really good thing, is backwards compatibility, because we wanted to buy a Wii and we weren't gonna buy a Wii U. We were just gonna buy a Wii, which are even cheaper at the minute. And then I realized, now hang on, like I did read an article about, you know, a Wii U from like 10 years ago. Because I was thinking, well, if we're gonna buy a Wii U, should we get buy a Wii, should we get a Wii U? I saw it was backwards compatible. I thought, screw the Wii, let's just go for the Wii U. So that's number two, that's the second reason. So if you've got any Wii games or anything like that, you can play them on here. Now, the next thing is games are cheap. So again, because no one really cares about the Wii U and the Wii, really, the games are really accessible, you know, they're like very cheap. There's been plenty of ports of the Wii U games to the Switch, you know, like not Bowser's Fury, because that's actually like the new bit, but you know, the new Mario game on Switch, it was originally on here and you can buy that cheaper. Now, obviously I would prefer to get that on Switch. I'm just gonna buy games that you can only buy for the Wii U on here. But they are very, very cheap. I mean, for an example, the Wii game Metroid Other M, I got it for £3, and that's a Wii game. All right, that's ridiculously cheap. Like, it really, really is. And the same with the Zombie U, this is the Zombie U like limited edition version of the Wii U. But that game I think was £3 as well, which is just ridiculous. So right now games are cheap. The other thing as well is the online store. So this actually has the online store still available. It's still accessible right now. So you can go on there and you can search for any games that you want and you can buy them. And that's not just the only thing. So you can't just go on there and buy like Wii U games. You can buy Wii games, but then there's a virtual console. So when you go into the virtual console, it's pretty much got every Nintendo system ever made other than the GameCube and the 3DS. So you've got Virtual Console on here. So you can go on there and you can download other games. And the other thing is, so say like the Wii, if you look at Metroid Prime Trilogy at the minute, the price is through the roof because of Metroid 5 Dread like coming out. I know it's not related to the Prime, but Metroid Prime Trilogy on Wii, at least, that game's going for £100, £150. You know, it's expensive. You can buy it on the store on here for £17.99, £18, and you can have it downloaded into the actual like, you know, internal memory. That's a big saving. I prefer collecting physical copies myself, but I'm just going to download it. I'm sorry. I'm going to be that guy and I'm going to download it because I just want to play them again. It's been like 15 years since I played the Prime series. And now I've got a very easy way of doing that. And of course, you still have the actual screen on here that you can play on and on the TV. And it opens up so many different like doorways of play because it's very much like the Switch, but you don't have on TV and like touchscreen at the same time like you do with this. And that's why you've got the virtual store. You can actually play DS games on here because you can have the bottom screen on the pad and then the top screen on the TV. Like, that's just brilliant. Oh, and the other thing I didn't mention is the fact that they are very limited. They're hard to get hold of. They only sold 13.5 million consoles worldwide. And you think the Switch, what is that, like breached 100 million sales now and it's only 4 years old? Like, this thing's 10 years old and in its entire lifetime it only hit 13.5 million. So, you know, these are going to get progressively harder to get hold of. And, you know, whilst you can, if you're like me and you want to get a boxed version in very good condition, now's the time to do it because they are dirt cheap because no one wants them.
And you forgot.
Oh, what's that?
We've never had one before.
Yeah, we've never had one before. Did I not say that at the beginning?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
If you did, I wasn't.
Christina's jumped in, you just heard her. Yeah, we've never had one before because both of us, it skipped straight over us. We've never played anything like this. You know, any of the Wiis, we've never seen them in person. We've never had a go on them or anything. So they're very cheap to get now. They're going to be harder to get hold of in good condition in the future. And to be fair, you know, why not? Like, there's plenty of games on here, and like I said, it's backwards compatible. You've got all those online store games as well. It just makes sense whilst you can at a good price, whilst they're in good condition, just go get one. But anyway, this has been our video as to why you should buy the Wii U in 2021, and make sure you stick around, go down there, hit the like and subscribe button, and comment whether or not you've just picked one up, or if you're going to buy one, or if you had one, or if there's any games that you want to play that you can only get on this via the virtual console. Just, you know, let us know. But there are more videos coming, so hit that subscribe because, you know, there's more content coming for you. This has been Debuff Debunk Gaming. I'm Andy, that's Christina over there, and we'll see you next time. See you later.
Debuff.
Debunk.